Check, check. All right. What's that? I'm not sure. I can put you on for a little bit if you'd like. Would you like to? Okay. John. Oh, sorry. Hello, everyone. Had a side conversation with Kaylin Eswine, asking if she could jump on the second mic here. She's checking with her mom if that's going to be okay. Yes. Goodbye to Kate Trella. Thank you on behalf of the club and myself. Kate ran a lot of the streams this weekend as I found myself unfortunately scheduled away. Voice you're hearing right now is John Gephardt, a member of the Plainfield Curling Club. As you've tuned in on purpose and already know this, to watch the third or first event finals. Over on sheet one, we've got Team Trader against Team Pexi. Make sure that I've got the team rosters here in front of me. Playing for Team Trader out of Bucks, John Trader at skip, Matt Damp at vice, John Haggerty at second, and Spence gonna take a stab at it. Dia Collins, no. Colantonio. I got it. Perfect. Nailed it. For Linda Pexi's team, skip by Linda. We've got Vice Hugh Gordon. Bill Grisbowski is our second. Kathy Grisbowski is our lead. For our third event final, I see Chris Springer on a playing field. We'll be facing Team Tully out of Nutmeg. Team Tully is Brian Tully at skip, vice by Liz Tully. Brian Walker at second, Christine Williams. They also have fifth, Katia. I'm not sure who is currently active of those five, but I'm sure four of them currently are. Chris Springer's rink is Chris at skip, Paul Megna at vicing, Christine Megna at second, and Alan Lee at lead. Sorry, there's some noisemakers behind me. If you can hopefully not hear that on the mic. We'll see as we go. I'm going to turn your mic up, and go ahead, mic 2, if you'd like to introduce yourself here.
Hey, I'm Kaylin.
Kaylin?
Hi, I'm Kaylin.
Hey, Kaylin. Kaylin, you're Rick and Maria Eswine's daughter.
Yep.
You curl yourself, I believe. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
How many years have you been curling?
I know I was pretty young when I started, so how long have I been curling?
4 years.
4 years.
Awesome. Kaylin, we've got, let's see, we're already up to 20 people watching our streams here. Oh, nice. Maria says that Kaylin consistently gets her rocks in play, which is more than we can say about ourselves, even as adult curlers sometimes.
When I first started this year, I kept going out to the side, like every single time.
Sure.
So, did it exactly start out well?
Yeah, I've played a whole spiel when we were off for 15, 16 months with COVID there. We restarted the season in the summer, so I played out at Pittsburgh for the first time.
Oh, cool.
And I was sliding out dead straight at the opposing hack. No matter where my skip put the broom, he could have put his broom 5 feet out to the wings or not. And I was consistently sliding dead straight. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And by the middle game too, my skip and my friend was just like, you know what? Don't try to change it. I'm already adjusting over on my end, so just keep doing what you're doing. We'll solve it another weekend, and that's what we did.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah. I'm going to tighten your mic up. I'll get you as we go here, but I think that's probably going to be fine. These are fairly new headsets. It's probably a good location.
Cool.
So, Kaylin, we are looking at the screens here, and that we are not looking to the live curling at our left, because the live curling is about 4 or 5 seconds faster than the stream. So we will look very smart if we accidentally look out at the ice. I'm going to tilt it here so we can both catch it. Can you see this one okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
John Trader seems super happy.
Boisterous, we could say.
Yeah.
You can make his voice out in the crowd. Linda's got some pipes on her when she needs to.
Yeah.
When she needs it as well.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if I can discern who has hammer. Over on sheet 2, it looks like the red team with Chris Springer won the toss. And it looks like it's red hammer on both of our sheets here to start us off. Nice little hit and roll to the inside here. Over on sheet 1, I think John's going to try to double these out. Hit between both in the crotch there. John doesn't have hammer too, so if he only takes out the outside one and rolls over top of the other, that's a pretty good outcome as well. Hard yes, followed by a hard no.
Yeah. He can be.
Great shot, really good shot. Well called, well thrown.
Yeah.
I think Linda's going to go ahead and take this yellow out and hope she can roll either undercover or out to the wings. Both are valid. The nice thing about rolling out to the wings here on sheet 1 is with hammer, you leave yourself more space for your last rock. If you do roll undercover here, your opponent could also just try to draw underneath it as well, and then it's a pile of guards in the same line.
Yeah. I remember once my parents were playing a game, and it was a whole bunch of guards. It was red, yellow, red, yellow, red.
All
yellow,
in one
red.
line?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Horizontally or vertically?
like this.
Oh, vertically.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate that house when I'm the team with hammer because one team's probably going to take one. That's going to be the whole score of that end. That limits my opportunities. So Linda did get that hit, well thrown, and they did get the outside roll, which I think, like I said, I generally prefer. Especially early ends, I like to put stuff on the outside. If my opponent wants to risk rocks at it when no one really knows how much ice there is, how fast or slow the ice is, they're likely to miss the shot, but even if they make it, it's not always great. That's a good result. We got one of the reds out. The roll away doesn't really matter as much. I do see that our sheet 1 stream might be lagging at the moment. I'm going to leave that alone for about a minute here. Please let me know in the chat if that becomes a problem. And I can take a look at sheet 1. Danielle says hi to you in one of our chats. And then Matt Gallo has a question. What position do you like to play when you curl, Kayla?
Hi, Danielle. And hi, Matt. I feel like I normally do first, since
You play lead.
Yeah,
Okay.
I normally do lead since I know I'm not that good.
Okay.
When I do juniors, I can hardly get it past the hog line.
The far hog line.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Is that with full-size rocks?
Yeah.
Yeah,
if I did it with the little kids' rocks, I could easily get it.
Okay.
I could wipe it out.
I mean, just from a strictly body mass perspective, you probably don't weigh 2 rocks looking at you, so that would make sense that it's kind of challenging to move a 42-pound stone all the way down. So over on sheet 2, just to recap the action, it looks like Chris Springer's team, which I think we established has hammer. They are sitting 1.
Yes.
Yellow does have an opportunity to take this out, though. if they can catch it on the high side. Sheet 1. It looks like I think Linda's team might have missed in the interim there.
Yeah.
Leaving the opportunity for John to take out the only red rock in the house, and they did.
What would you do if you were Linda?
I think I would. Thank you for asking. I would call what Linda's calling here. So she's going to go ahead and hit this yellow rock nearest to her broom, and she's going to hope that she rolls under those two center guards. That should start setting her up to take 2 in this end. Even if she just noses, though, that's acceptable. If she rolls out here, it's not great.
Yeah.
It's not horrible if she rolls out because it's still a ton of real estate to get to the forefoot from either side. Nice sweep from Bill Grzypowski there. Big hustle. They do get the nose. They get a tiny roll, but it's essentially a nose. John's going to try the same thing. Everybody wants this inside roll to go behind cover here.
Yeah.
But again, John would be happy if he just noses this rock as well.
Yeah.
As long as you don't flash here, you're fine.
Yeah.
Over on sheet 2, it looks like red is now sitting 2.
Yeah.
I think that it was probably maybe a heavy draw that just kind of rolled a little bit. But that does leave a pocket for yellow. So I think over on sheet 2, yellow is just going to draw down and try to cover half the button if they can get it. I think this one. Yeah. But I mean, this will be valid later. You're definitely correct to look at the over on sheet 2 to be looking at the not roll side because the freeze is definitely going to be a big chunk.
That would be amazing.
John's rock is away here in sheet 1. It does take the red out. He did want the roll underneath, but again, doesn't really matter. He's basically just limiting the number of points that Linda can take with red here.
I keep thinking about how the megaphone gives me bad memories.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
The megaphone in question, we just watched Bev Wiedemann use the megaphone to get the teams lined up.
Yeah.
So over on sheet 2 here, it looks like yellow's rock was just a little bit wide. So that's going to leave red still sitting too. Wouldn't surprise me if the shot that Chris calls here is to just catch the inside of that yellow, just kind of sit top 4. I think that's what I would do. Even if you're short though, that's fine. You're still sitting 2. Linda on sheet 1 has elected to, she wants to catch a big piece of the nose of this yellow. She gives herself an out with 2 different plan Bs over on sheet 1. If it does overcurl, she could still run the guard into that yellow as well. And if it doesn't quite curl, there's some crazy angle out to the wings. I don't think that'll be, it's more about plan C or D. She's happy if she gets contact with this yellow, and at the end she's sitting shot. Didn't curl as much as they expected, or she was a touch wide on that shot. So John's going to draw underneath the cover, I think, here.
Are they curling around the yellow and red rock?
Yeah, I think they're going to curl around the red. You could come from both sides here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's a compelling reason not to. Not really. I think you could really choose your own adventure here based on it's early in the game, so you don't really know how much the ice is curling.
Yeah. I feel like I always do first position that going back to Matt's
playing
position,
lead.
because like I cannot get it past the hog line. You should have seen me at the beginning of this curling here.
Yeah.
I was like, I would be here.
Oh, okay.
That's how bad I was in the beginning of
From the
year.
near side. You're throwing it just into like the guard zone of the near side is what you're pointed to me here on the screen.
Like I could not get past this hog line at all.
So John's looking to draw behind cover here with the yellow 8. as a steal team over on sheet 1. Chris Springer had a great shot on sheet 2. He did catch that yellow that was sitting on the tee line, and he caught the inside of it and rolled. So John's rock is a little short here. He's not happy about it, but not the end of the world. One thing I always like to say, Kaylin, is just to remind my teammates that even if you leave the opposing skip a great shot, especially in the first 2 ends, it's still their second, third, fourth rock of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, no one's automatic. It's
no
not as
biggie.
automatic as giving them an open look in the 5th or 6th end.
Yeah,
of the
that would probably be a shaker.
Yeah. So that's a great example. I mean, John, it looks like he had the right line, but everyone's still figuring the weight out. The sweepers are figuring out what weight to be calling allowed. So coming up a touch short there. Doesn't hurt him too much. He would have loved to be in, though, to really turn the pressure up on this shot from Linda. Because, again, it's only her second shot.
I feel like I'm definitely better at sweeping than
Okay.
actually throwing.
Yeah. I'm just going to keep fixing your mic here. These are fairly new. I want to get it right into your chin. That's better. That's pretty good. No, why does it keep jumping up or down, though? I'm going to bring it up this way. That's pretty good. I like it there.
Yeah.
Tough house here. If you're yellow on sheet 2, oh, man. I mean, you're looking for a way you're not giving up 3 or 4.
That's 3 reds on sheet 2.
Yeah, and there's really no great angles here for yellow to.
Yeah.
You can't go red yellow at the top there.
Yeah.
Because it's just going to spill the yellow off to the sides. So I think the shot call. Man, there's just no great shots here for yellow. You can't even really come down to the one in the top 4 because you're still going to be sitting 4th shot.
Yeah, they're still in the first end, so I feel like they can still make it up.
Yeah. Over on sheet 1, it looks like Linda missed the house.
Yeah.
Or wrecked the guard. I apologize that we were talking, but good start if you're a team trader with the steal situation. John saw some stuff on the ice, made sure he cleaned it out of the house. I'm a big fan of just making sure all debris is gone. Even if your opponent's about to throw, you still want to take the debris out of their throwing path. Because spirit of curling, you never want to watch your opponent miss because they hit some junk.
I feel like the juniors is the very opposite. If there's dirt and he is going to be, and his team is going to be throwing, he'll sleep it up. But if the opponent is throwing, he's going to be like, whatever. And I'm like, oh.
I mean, it's not your job to clean up your opponent's house. But, yeah, if you see it, you usually want to try to help.
Yeah.
So Chris Springer with his hammer over on sheet 1 was unable to find the exact spot to take 4, but you know what? Taking 3 on the first end, that was a great looking house that they set up. So they lead against Team Tully here after 1 with the Red Rocks. Over on sheet 2, we're going to be watching our opening rock here. Center guard is the call, as you would expect. We're watching another rock here on both of our sheets. That is just going to drift into the house in sheet 1. John's going to attack it. He's got a team of strong sweepers and presumably hitters as well. I'm a big fan of usually attacking this rock.
Yeah.
Especially if I have a lead. I kind of want to, punish them for their mistake of letting it be in the house, so to speak.
My mom sometimes goes to Bucks and curls with John.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, she was just in a Bonsqueal with him, or will be in a Bonsqueal with him, I think.
Yeah, she's going to be in a...
Crooked Billet,
Oh,
maybe?
yeah. The billet
next
weekend, so she won't be here for keg curling.
I will see you there at the Crooked Billet. I am also in the Crooked Billet. Cool. Nice rock from John on side there. I think that was Spence's rock. Nice roll onto the rings. Challenge the other skip. Hey, do you really want to address this? Linda opts not to. Linda's setting up some guards after watching John call the hits.
Matt was here earlier. He's funny.
Yeah? Who's that?
Gallo.
Oh, Gallo. Oh, Matt was here earlier, yes. Yeah, speaking of which, we should go check out our chats here. Right. No new chats for us here, Cam. But we do have 22 people watching.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's always great to have these streams. All 22 of those people are invested in some way. There might be somebody's parent, brother, kid.
John,
sweep for line.
John can be very loud sometimes.
Yeah. Good rock. Going to be a bit behind T here, but that's a nice rock. In general, I mean, I'm always a fan of making sure that you're by the guard, even if it ends up a little deep, because it challenges your opponent to make their next shot.
Yeah. This is the last game, right?
Yes, this is our last draw. So here in our first and third event finals. Great slide over on sheet 2. Yellow's second rock.
Good luck to all the teams that are playing.
Yeah, it's impressive in a 32-team field to be playing on Sunday, even in a semifinal game, let alone making a final.
Personally, I'm obviously voting for the playing field teams.
Okay.
Kind of except for John, since
I
feel like that's the only Bucks player I know.
There you go. Former playing fielder as well.
Yep.
So nice rock there on sheet 1. You know, it did clear the guard as well, but it is sitting behind Key. John's even trying to take this out with a heavy draw or sit on it. Great throw. Nice shot. Sheet 2, we had a nice hit as well. Looked like roughly nose.
Yeah.
Plenty of rocks to go here on both these sheets.
Yeah.
Bill Grzybowski letting the red 4 go on its way here on sheet 1. Linda's got her hand up for line. Heard some woes. Oh. Great shot. Oh, really nice. It is a touch behind T, so you still you could still freeze over here on sheet 1 if you're yellow. You could freeze on top of that red and sit on the button. Right on top of the pin. And both teams have been throwing this same turn on roughly the same line, so that as a team they're going to start dialing it in. Oh, I heard 3 yelled from the sweepers, so. A little short's not bad.
I feel like I always laugh at John for being like the loud person he is. I mean, I understand it since he's a speaker.
Oh, really good shot. Great save too. Sheet 2, nice little hit and roll partial, well, not quite under the guard, but still a nice roll.
I do not believe I know either teams on sheet 2, but that is okay.
Yeah. Well, you probably know Chris Springer. He's the guy wearing the kilt.
Oh yeah, I know him.
And then with Chris is Paul and Christine. Trying to Paul and Christine. Fairly new curlers, but they're always out here volunteering. I think they played in a couple of our Bonsqueals. They sub a bunch too. Both a lot of fun.
I've been here since about 8, making
that's
when
right.
my dad went out curling at
Yeah, you're telling me you made 8 omelets. You stepped in for them. Or 10 omelets.
Yeah.
That's great.
I burned myself though.
Oh yeah, where'd you burn yourself? Your dad burned himself. You got a nice little burn there.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a cut on the shoulder from barbed wire yesterday, but that was part of the race. It's small.
Yeah. My dad got a bubble burn.
Oh man, popped up to a bubble even pregame, huh? Oh.
Yeah, it was pretty big. Yesterday I was playing outside.
Yep.
I didn't notice that I was doing this.
Oh, taking like your hangnail off there?
No, it's not a hangnail. It's
Okay.
like I just cut myself with my nail.
Oh.
I've never done that before.
John's going for the double through this port. Really well swept. Good shot. Oh, great shot. That was a beauty on sheet 1. That's an A event final kind of shot.
Yeah.
Wow, they're sitting 5 as a steel team.
Good job.
Yeah, great throw. Hugh Gordon is being asked to follow that down. They're not going to be shot at the end of this, but they would love the inside roll just to get the corner freeze. Even if they wreck the center guard here, Cameron, it's not the worst.
Yeah.
Kind of opens it up, forces John's team to put the guard back. Don't hear anything yet. Might mean it's good.
Yeah.
No calls.
Yeah. I feel like that's a little surprising for John. I feel like he was always calling something.
Oh, it was not his shot. Yeah, he'll be calling something now.
Oh, yeah.
So Hugh Gordon's rock. It's hung out there a little bit. It did catch that that outer yellow in the upper 12 foot. Roll is okay. John's gonna block this up just to make sure you don't have a clean look at multiple yellows here. It's a good call.
John's turn to throw.
Yep, John is throwing the yellow 7 here as the steel team on sheet 1 here in our second end. They're sitting 4. They were sitting 5 a second ago after a really good port double.
Yeah.
John's goal here is to just close this gap up. Depth doesn't really matter much. I mean, if he came inside underneath that center red too, just halfway in Christmas tree, he'd be, maybe biting the 8 foot. That might even be a crazier dagger that he could throw. But again, it's early. This is John's, only 3rd rock of the game. You always have to remember that. No one's perfect. John pointing up at the sky to indicate to his vice that he thinks he threw it heavy. Sweepers have the final call on that, though, and they're going hard. Not as heavy as he thought he did. A little outside for a guard.
When juniors, I was banned from throwing.
You were banned from throwing?
Yeah, we were doing a game.
Okay.
And they were like, and Evo's juniors teacher. He banned me from throwing.
What happened there? What was the story? Were you falling too much? Oh, you weren't getting the rock in play? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
If this is the area.
The near house, yeah, the near guard zone. You weren't getting it to the near hog line.
I wasn't even getting it pretty much to the. I was hardly getting it past this.
Yeah,
I was like maybe 6
You
or
were
7.
almost playing shorties against yourself.
Yeah.
In other parlance.
Yeah. I wonder if Matt has gone back. I don't know what I'm doing.
Tough shot for Linda there. She did clear that guard that John put up, but that wasn't the intent. Big opportunity here for Team Trader on sheet 1. If they can step this guard, Linda will have a run back with her own, or a tap back.
Is that 3 yellow or 4 yellow?
On sheet 1?
Yeah.
4.
Oh. I thought
John could be sitting 5.
I thought so far out it was like that.
No, the fact that, the rings are always just a visual reminder.
Oh.
So they're imperfect since they're one big piece of vinyl. I think you might have been there for when we put the lines and stuff in. Or if not this year, then maybe previous years.
Maybe, yeah.
But they don't always go down perfectly as a 12-foot circle.
I was here when we were doing like the painting. I was helping with that.
That's what I thought, yeah.
But I don't think I was here for the...
Oh, for the houses.
Yeah.
Okay. John's Rock's underway. His sweepers have said back house. This is fine. All right, so Linda still got a chance here to take one.
I wonder if Matt has gotten back.
Gotten what?
Back.
Matt Gallo?
Yeah.
Yes, I believe he was messaging somebody from his place. I think he has his whole team.
Really?
Yeah, Matt is playing with the folks out of Rocket City and Nashville.
Yeah.
And I think that their flight is not for a bunch more hours, so they are hanging out at his place, having a snack and listening to us, unfortunately. So, sorry to them. Hello to the 35 people watching. Sheet 1, Linda with her Linda Pexi shining up her hammer.
Linda is actually the person who sold us our house.
Oh, that's right.
She used to live right behind the house we live in now.
For all of your real estate agent needs, Linda Pexi is a great person, great resource. She's very good.
There's a house near us actually that she's selling.
Nice.
I think it's been sold. I'm not sure though.
Speaking of selling, she'd love to sell this shot.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, it didn't curl enough. That's going to be a steal of 5. Wow, heck of a start. That's seven points stolen over 2 ends. It's either fantastic or rough, depending on which side of it you're on. But we are playing 8-end games. They are untimed here in our finals. All games leading up to this point are 6-end games, given that we have 32 teams and only a 2-sheet club. We do start on Wednesday night in order to get everybody's games in. But again, here in the finals, it's standard rules. Ticks are allowed. 8-end game, untimed.
My dad sadly did not make it into Monday night.
True. Yeah, we always do a kind of a Premier League soccer relegation and promotion system. Our bottom 2 teams in our competitive league on Monday nights fall down. And anyone that wants to can put their hat in the ring, register a team, and the best 2 teams out after a short playoff format make it into our competitive league the following year.
He said that the team that he had easily won 2 last year, they very harshly won this year.
Yeah, it's tough for the play downs. I mean, it's a limited number of games, and I mean, look at sheet 1 here in our A event finals. I mean, if you can come up with some big steals early or go down big steals early, it can be rough. You just go to this tic-tac-toe board.
Tic-tac-toe board is crazy. I mean, I guess it does look like a tic-tac-toe board.
I never know what to tell people when I'm on the phone with them, so I just say tic-tac-toe.
Yeah. Hello.
The 3x3 grid. So Linda was hoping to set a guard up here to generate some points here in our 3rd end, but as soon as it drifts in, Team Trader is up by 7, so they're going to hit anything that they can.
Of course. Why won't
Can't
they?
score something that's not in play.
Yeah.
So their yellow rock does drift into the rings. I do not think Linda's going to touch that stone. I think that's a friend of hers right now. She's going to put another guard up. I like that call. We're on sheet 2. We've got some furious sweeping.
Yeah.
Can they get down to the red? I think they will.
I think they will.
Nice little freeze here. Inside, too.
Good job.
Good sweep. But that is still a steal of 1 for red. So after 2 ends on sheet 2 in our 3rd event finals, we've got Team Springer up by 4.
I got up at 6:30 and I haven't been able to take a nap.
That is brutal.
Yeah.
I hate that for you.
I feel like I cannot sleep when it's so noisy.
Okay.
So, yeah. I mean...
Oh, in the room here.
I feel like if it was a normal Saturday night...
Okay.
I probably would. Maybe. If the...
in the warm room on Saturday. That makes sense.
If the Kinney kids weren't here, I could probably
Okay.
the answer.
I mean, what was Saturday? It's usually a band, right? I heard karaoke was on Friday. You said you sang a song.
Oh, yeah, on the karaoke night on, Friday.
Okay.
I sang, one of the people that had asked me to sing a song with them, I don't remember the name of that one.
Okay.
But then I had signed up to sing I Love Rock and Roll.
Nice.
So, yeah.
I'm sure it was a big hit too. I bet people loved it.
Yeah. It was a little weird.
Okay. When do you think that song came out?
I don't know.
Take a guess.
When I was alive? When I wasn't even alive?
Okay, but what year? I mean, you're correct. It definitely came out when you were not alive, but
1950.
Okay.
Do you know?
It's I Love Rock and Roll. I'm gonna guess 1968. Let's see. It is by Joan Jett. I didn't know enough about that. 1981.
Wow.
So I was wrong about that too, but you were definitely correct that it came out before you were born.
Yeah.
All my friends know that I am awful. I have no memory whatsoever for artists. So there are songs like I'll know all the lyrics to it, but it could be the most popular.
Do you know the lyrics to I Love Rock and Roll?
I think so.
Go ahead. Try.
No, I will not be singing on the mic, but good try. That was an excellent try. Over on sheet one, John is trying to clear this red that has drifted into the house. He catches his own rock, pushes the red out a little bit, but he's still going to have a look at it
I
for
had
later.
asked someone to sing it with me since I knew if one of the mics was not, if one of the mics would be on the table, I knew my mom would take it.
Okay.
And I'm like, no thanks.
That's good defensive coordinating on your part. Speaking
So-
of defensive, Linda Pexi on sheet one is trying to get this double. She's going to get the one. The shooter's probably going to roll off.
Boom.
That's fine. I would be surprised if John didn't attack this red rock right here that's in play. Up by 7. But, the jam is there, though, so I'd still go for this.
I love
Oh,
hitting
he's just going to take the guard.
I love trying to hit rocks out. I once hit 5 of my own rocks out.
5? With one stone? No
Yeah.
way.
They
How's
were
that
all-
possible? You were just telling me you couldn't even get the rock over sometimes.
There was
How'd
this
you get a
one,
how'd you
there
get
was
a
this
twin
one
tumble?
day I was going
Okay.
super fast.
Okay.
And the rocks were all clustered.
Okay.
And
That's a memorable one.
it was pretty crazy.
Dead jam over on sheet one. That is the risk of calling that shot. But again, you're up and you move the guard off of the forefoot
Yeah.
into a kind of a corner guard position. So that's acceptable.
I feel like Linda would probably try to do a guard
Yes, you are
Yeah.
correct.
here. Like somewhere up there since
Yeah, you can either
So-
put it off center or you could try to guard your one in the
Yeah.
top 8. I think right
Yeah.
now she might be trying to guard the one in the top 8. I think
Yeah.
that might have been her call. Let's see what handle we see here. I missed the call. No, you're correct. She was trying to go for the center. But that's a little big.
yeah.
If you want to kick that bathroom door shut, go for it. Thank you.
That was loud.
I can tell that it's drifting in and out because that window must be open.
Yeah.
It is practically summertime.
Yeah.
I apologize to the Sheet 2 viewers. We've not been talking enough about that game.
Sheet 2.
Speaking of which, we're going to see this little roll here. Great rock from Yellow in
Yes.
sheet 2.
Who's playing yellow?
Yellow, I believe, is... that was Tully. I believe double checking. No. Apologize for not knowing that offhand. It is indeed Tully. Great roll for Team Tully on that last shot.
Who all is watching this?
Who is?
Who all is watching this?
Oh, numbers-wise, we have got 14 people on one and 17 people on the other, so 31 combined.
Oh, we got more.
I mean, 2 of those are us, so that's okay.
Cool.
Over on sheet 1, they were trying to clear one of the red stones. They did move it all the way to the outside of the rings, but not quite out.
I remember this one time that there was a ghost. It was like there was a ghost in the room.
Okay.
Since at school.
Yeah.
In my science class, I feel like there were 2 ghosts.
Okay.
One in my teacher's computer.
Okay.
And then one that was opening the door.
If you had to be one of those ghosts, which one would you rather be?
I would probably be the one in the computer.
Okay. Why?
Like, it's more fun.
I think so. Yeah, you would have more opportunity for communication, right? Yeah.
Like, the computer literally switched screens.
Oh, okay.
And the computer's on this side of the room.
Oh.
The teacher was on this side of the room.
And it just was flipping.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then none of the windows were open.
Okay.
And the door was just opening.
Huh.
And then we all went outside to see if there was someone doing it.
No.
Nope.
It's just on its own.
It was so creepy. And I feel like that's the same with this.
Yeah, this bathroom door next to us. Yeah, I'm probably going to keep doing it on you. John's Rock is away over in sheet 1.
And
man, if they caught a little bit of that, it could have gotten a double or at least a single, but
I do not think
flash.
John is too happy.
He's temporarily unhappy, but then he can warm his heart by looking at the scoreboard and realizing he's up 7 in the event final.
Yeah.
After 2 ends.
I think
you can miss quite a few shots from here on out and be okay.
I know it's still early in the game, but
Yeah.
I think he's going to win.
Mathematically, the odds would be in that favor. Great shot on sheet 2. What a nice little wick and roll under cover. Wow,
Red is definitely in the house.
Yeah. And in control of this game so far.
Yeah. And red is hammer.
Oh, it is yellow's hammer.
No.
So it's always going to, it's always, or they initially had hammer. That's why they hung it here.
Yeah.
That just tells you the result of the coin flip.
Oh.
But then we always just look at whatever end this is, and the opposite team will have hammer.
I just looked outside and saw the tent. It is. I'm pretty sure the side is literally flew off. Like the front slide. We're getting a new one next year.
The door. The what?
No, like the tent.
Oh, the tent. Oh, jeez.
Since it's so ripped up.
We rent that tent, so it's a rental. So
it's ripped
hopefully the
up
rental
from
company
this
will
year.
buy a new tent. I saw an interesting little exchange here on sheet 1. I'm not really sure what was said.
Me neither. Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can still hear you. I think maybe they just apologize for maybe setting these side by side, making the target area a little bit wider for John's last rock.
Yeah.
Adam Klein is looking fantastic right now in his blonde wig, giving us a wink from his trench coat. Oh, awesome shot from Trader. Takes two of the reds out. So Linda's going to want to yellow that, or nose that yellow and take 3 with her hammer here. Which side does she want to come from?
Who's this guy again?
What's that?
The one. This guy.
Oh, you're pointing at Chris Springer on sheet 2.
I was telling Matt earlier that I feel like I have never seen him wear pants.
No, you're correct. Chris and I are both staunch shorts advocates. We both run hot, body temperature-wise, and he and I would probably agree. You could count our happiness based on the days where we don't have to wear long pants. But yes, Chris goes even more extreme than I do. He tends to curl in shorts quite a bit of the year.
Yeah, he definitely curls in the.
Do you know how to fix this? I'll show you. If you push one finger on the back of this screw, and you turn that cabinet knob at the same time. You tighten it. Yeah. Big shot here on sheet 1. Linda really needs to clear this yellow.
I remember when I once took the.
Oh, is it going to go out? Great shot. Really good sweep to hold that straight. That's going to cut this score down to from a 7-point lead to a 4-point lead. So trending towards the direction that that you'd want if you're red, and not the worst thing if you're yellow. You're still up by 4, and it's going to be your hammer. Hopefully you can just take 2 here.
All right, burned my hand earlier.
Yes.
It still hurts.
Is there a visible thing on it, or okay?
It's
So that's
a little red.
Oh yeah, it's a little red. That's a first degree. That's a first-degree burn, I think.
My dad's is, that.
And this is like a 2nd or 3rd, I think, right? 2nd-degree burn with the blister you were describing?
Maybe 4th.
Kathy Krasbowski over on sheet 1 with our opening rock. They're probably looking for a center guard.
Sheet 2.
Sheet 2, Chris Springer's first rock. They're on to skip rocks here. He's sitting 1. That's a fine result. Does kind of give the opportunity to yellow to raise yellow into red. I don't think it's easy, but it's there. Tully's pointing out too, if we did come with that initial shot and I just opened up, it's not the worst thing. I don't know that it's here from the non-wall side. Maybe they've seen the curl enough, but I think that guard's going to be in the way. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that guard isn't going to be in the way.
Yeah, Tully steps to the front.
Yeah.
Taking the additional view at it here is going to go back to his original call. He's going to try to raise that yellow in the top 4 onto the red on the button.
This is my first time doing this.
What's on the commentary?
Yeah.
You were telling me that you were excited to jump on, so I'm glad we have that opportunity for you.
Yeah.
What do you think so far?
Pretty fun.
Yeah.
I'm still helping, but I'm not actively moving. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Woo-hoo.
You're always volunteering here at the club.
Yeah.
Kathy Grzyzbowski's second stone here in our 4th end is underway. I think that's just going to drift into the house again. John's going to hit it. 100% chance that John's going to hit this.
My dad is being very loud right now.
Your dad's voice can carry.
Yeah.
It's a good thing to have.
And my
in his
mom's
profession.
laugh for. If she is all the way at the other end, I can hear her laugh easily.
It'll be embarrassing as a kid, but like, you know, you'll grow to love it later. It's fun to have the boisterous, good, like fun parents. Your parents are loved by all.
Yeah.
Oh, just a little bit hot, a little bit wide.
What nights
from
do you
that
curl?
hit on a hit attempt over in sheet 1. I curl Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays in the regular season.
Did you curl with my dad?
I curled against your dad a couple times. Yeah.
That's funny.
Faced him 2 different nights on Mondays.
My dad said he wanted to keep Scott DePalma on his team for as long as he can.
Yeah, they listed Scott as their alternate, even though, I thought that was a really good thing.
Away. He wanted to hope that, like, act as if he didn't actually leave and he wouldn't actually be on his team.
I think that's a really nice gesture by your dad.
I miss him.
Me too. I mean, everybody does.
Yeah.
Scott was my partner in crime for all of the streaming activities too, so.
Yeah. I feel like he was here every single Saturday that I was here.
I think so. Yeah, he volunteered for the junior program, right?
Yeah. And then this year it was my dad's. It was on my dad.
Yeah. Good on your dad. That's really nice of him to carry that torch and put all that effort in for our juniors.
My dad.
Your dad ran a junior spiel, I believe, too, right?
Yeah. My dad didn't
great
really
school.
know what to do since he never did it before.
Wow. Well, he's a very stand-up guy. Both your parents are. They're always putting their names up for volunteering and everything else.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I think you had a question here. Mike Yalb wanted to know, what is Kaylin's favorite cheese? Ooh, another good question, too. First of all, what's your favorite cheese?
I think my favorite cheese is cheddar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want it like more tangy, less tangy? You want
More
it smoky?
tangy.
You want it regular?
Regular.
Okay.
Regular.
All right. And then I like Mike's second question. Kaylin, what is a rule that you would propose to make less screaming occur during a match?
Oh my goodness. That's a hard one.
It is. What are some thoughts?
Yeah.
I mean, the hardest part about it would be it's kind of call your own foul, right? So, like, you wouldn't want to. It would be tough if we put a rule on the books about it.
I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like saying if you scream,
Yeah.
you're out.
But then, what constitutes a scream, right? Like, where's that threshold where, like, I go from just a strong tone to a yell?
You know what John Chater does?
He turns around.
Like
Sometimes
that
when he throws.
loud who's screaming, like the really loud John scream.
Yeah.
That's out.
That's banned.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
banned. Like
Okay.
easily banned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ejected. Mike, you're getting a laugh for your YouTube comments here. I also want to say hi to Brad. Brad said when we were talking about shorts, I think, or outfits, and he said, "Hey John, try curling in a sheer robe." I believe Brad was wearing a tuxedo all weekend.
This is creepy.
Yeah.
This door is very creepy.
I imagine that would be pretty challenging. So hats off to the
Go back to
commitment
the
to this one. Yeah, there you go. The loser of the end doesn't get to yell.
Okay.
That's kind of
If
fun.
the loser yells,
Yeah.
I feel that's okay since he's angry.
Okay.
Since if he's like it's the end of the it's the end of the end.
Yeah.
I feel like since he's like he would be upset or angry that he just lost, I feel like it would be okay. Oh.
That's.
Is
If
that
had
what you
happened-
wanted
No,
to do?
it's the opposite over on sheet one.
Yeah.
They accidentally jammed a red into the house into their own stone.
Hi, Nora.
I saw Christine just now. If you go back to this grid for me. She was hunkered down after she threw.
Yeah. She too.
With her chin in her hands, so I'm not. She looks like she threw a great guard though, so
Yeah.
the end result was not what she feared. I think
Yeah.
maybe she feared she was a touch heavy and it was going to go in. Yeah, really. Over on sheet two, we've got our opening yellow rocket. They're probably going to draw. They're either drawing to the wings or they're drawing underneath the guard. Classically, people tend to draw underneath the guard. Getting another guard here on sheet two if you're yellow and you're down 5 with hammer is not the worst thing. Gives you a way to generate some points. Oh, red's gonna attack this, I think.
Yeah.
I think Chris Springer's gonna say, let's go ahead and hit this.
I wonder if Nora recognized my voice from the commentating, and that's how she knew.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
We have mentioned your name several times as well.
Yeah.
Oh, great double here. Not the full double, but did over on sheet one take one rock out and push the other behind T. Pretty great result.
I feel like almost everyone spells my name with a I.
Yeah? Yeah, because you're the double Y, right?
Yeah, I'm in double Y.
Okay.
Kaylyn.
So on sheet 1, Linda would love to steal a point or two here. So she's going to try to protect the treasure she has. That red that's biting in the back forefoot. I wouldn't hate if it was a biter that she throws here as well, protecting that same line. Puts a little bit of pressure on. And over on sheet 2, yellow is okay with the current situation, even though it's their hammer. They do need points, so they will happily accept
Are they guarding?
2 roughly centered guards, even though the one's in the house here.
Are they guarding?
Which sheet? On sheet 1, yes. On sheet 2, they're either playing a promote or a draw. It's got a little bit heavy. They're both in the house, though.
Yeah.
I would expect on sheet 2 that Chris, actually interesting here.
Yeah.
You can't fully see the high yellow, so he might be tempted to draw underneath. Classically, you'd probably hit the open rock in the back just to make sure they can't score it. Since you're up 5, you don't have hammer. But it also depends on how that ice is playing and what your opponent likes to do and not do, and how your different throwers happen to be throwing. Is their tendency wide or narrow this weekend? So a lot of factors. It's easy from the commentator mics and from the warm room to have strong opinions on what shot people should call, but folks on the ice have more information.
Normally I don't even care what's happening on the ice, and now that I'm spectating, I'm like, oh my
You're
goodness,
invested, right?
I have to focus on what's going on.
Oh, 100%. And we're trying to watch 2 sheets.
Yeah.
And talk about cheese.
Like, and talk about cheese, of course.
Yeah.
I love cheese.
A little heavy on that draw attempt under over on sheet 2, so I suppose it might be better than leaving a guard. Yeah, someone's got a phone on behind us. It's fairly loud. But we can even hear over our headsets.
I think
so too.
I'm like, what the?
Nice shot over on sheet 1. Didn't get them both, but definitely took the back one off. Removed the backing, so that's a plus. Yeah.
When they asked about the cheese, I'm like, my second favorite cheese is American cheese.
Okay. Do you have a least favorite cheese? I'm not a fan of the blues. They just don't. The flavor doesn't do it for me.
Yeah. Cottage cheese.
Okay.
I feel like whenever I eat cottage cheese, I'm like if my mom tries to make me eat too much of it, I feel like I cannot swallow it.
Okay. Just the grittiness, kind of the density of it all.
Yeah.
What if we made you a cottage cheese milkshake to swallow down the cheese? There you go. There's another question for Kaylyn. Mike Yao asked. The audience is asking, Kaylyn, what is your favorite superhero?
Thor. Easy. Thor.
What?
Thor.
Thor?
Thor.
Thor.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, why Thor?
He's hot.
Okay. I like the quick answer there.
He's hot.
Not even the powers, just the attractiveness.
Yeah.
That's fair. You know what? I like someone that comes up with their first thought and goes with it. So other classic question for you. If you could only have one of the following 2 superpowers, which one and why? Would you rather have the ability to fly or to be invisible?
Fly, because I've always wanted to be a bird.
Yeah?
I feel like it gives a sensation of freeness.
Yeah. That's a great answer. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Mike's going to like both your answers. Yeah. Mike agrees that Thor is hot, and that's a good answer. Linda Pexey's final rock on sheet 1 was just a touch deep. I think the previous one as well. John's going to try to double these out. So we got Hammer over on. Wait, is that Hammer? Yeah, that's Hammer. Hammer on sheet 1. John's going to be trying to go for the double here. Even if he just noses, he still takes 1, extends his lead. Still a pretty powerful position to be in after 4 ends here of an even game.
I mean,
the double's even better, but it's just going to wick and roll out. So red is going to take 1 here.
What is that sound? I keep hearing like.
Yeah, there's.
Stirring.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh, it's that. Whatever that is.
Multiple phones being used behind us at full volume, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, so over on sheet 1, John Sirocco was a little bit hot, maybe a touch wide. Didn't curl as much as they wanted. Wicked off the high one, left the back one for a steal of 1. So after 4 ends of play, it is a 7-4 game in favor of yellow, Team Trader.
Go Trader!
Hugh does not want to touch this rock because I think that Hugh feels responsible for sweeping a couple guards, just fighting in the previous end or 2. So they're definitely not touching this one. This one also, I think, is in. Bill Grzybowski with the carve sweep to at least bring this back. So he's bringing this all the way back.
I'm still rocking out to I Love Rock and Roll from yesterday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, give us a look here. Do we have any other people talking? There we go. Oh, wow. So Brad had 4 different outfits this weekend: a tuxedo, a business casual, a robe, and a 4th outfit that didn't debut when they allowed it. Wow.
That's a lot.
And played Brad throughout the movie. Well done. That's a huge commitment
Brad.
to the bit. Nice job, Brad. So back to sheet 1. The opening guard was heavy. They swept us to the back of the house to make this hit a little bit harder.
I think I might have accidentally
Nice sweep
closed
from
that
John
one.
there. It's okay. If you right-click over here, right-click in the gap, right here. Maximize it. Double-click left. Yep, and then right-click it. Yeah, and restore open tab. Reopen close tab. There you go. So nice hit, and the yellow sticks around in sheet 1, just in the back rings. Pretty terrific if you're the Hammer team. Oh. Tough flash over on sheet 2 there. They were trying for the yellow or red. Would have only gotten probably the 1 red out, but flash makes it tough for him. We're on to skip rocks here on sheet 2.
I sing.
Team Springer's up 5, sitting 2 for another steal.
I sing I Love Rock and Roll in a school
Production?
School thing when I lived in New York, so when I was like 5 or 7.
Okay.
5 or 6.
Oh.
So yeah.
That's why you know all the lyrics.
I was mumbling the whole time though.
It's tough when you get in front of all the big crowd of people.
Yeah.
I definitely don't sing in public. I'm not a karaoke guy. I'm a supporter, but not really a karaoke guy. Nice hit over on sheet 1. They rolled the shooter. I can't quite tell if it's on the rings or not. I feel like it's off, but it's roughly out of play, so that's just fine. Mike's got another question for you there if you scroll down. Here, scroll this down. There you go. Oh, there you go. Mike wants to know, Kaylin, what is your favorite pizza topping?
Corn.
Corn. What a pull. Going corn.
Yeah, I think it's corn.
Okay. Why corn?
I feel like because it's sweet. Yeah.
Okay. Does that make you a fan of pineapple as well?
Yeah.
Nice hit. It's going to get the jam, but that's fine.
I used to think pineapple was spicy.
Really?
Yeah.
Why the classification of spicy?
Yeah, corn.
Okay. Love it.
Look what they asked.
Everyone is confused at your corn answer. I believe corn is popular in like some Asian countries put corn on pizza very commonly.
Hey, don't.
Yeah.
Don't.
I want to say that's a Japanese favorite, or maybe Korean, but I've definitely seen it listed on menus.
Don't be like that, Mike.
Now, do you have a preference on the type of corn? Are you gonna go? Corn on the cob, like freshly cut, or are you gonna go corn from a can?
Corn from a can.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a third option. Are you gonna go baby corn from a can?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like baby corn?
I love baby corn.
I'm freaked out by baby corn. I'm not a fan. Because at what point does the corn grow where you stop eating the cob, right?
I don't know, but
there must be a line. I just don't know where the line is.
Hey. Yeah, Danielle, don't yuck my yum.
It's a good phrase. Good way to live. You don't want to yuck other people's yum.
So it's 2 versus 2.
Yeah. I mean, I'm probably weighing in. I'm weighing in pro side corn. I like weird pizza toppings.
That is not how you spell my name, Matt.
Matt, it's a double Y.
Yeah, it's a double Y.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Mike, she's a monster. I just got a big open mouth look. I'm trying to think, what are our other polarizing
Who's Star Talks?
Food choices? Oh, we don't know Star. Do we know Star Talks?
Who's Star Talks?
We don't necessarily know who Star Talks is, but it's probably a curler.
Danielle, can you help me out here?
So sheet 1, we've got a single yellow in play. Linda
I also like a plain pizza with just cheese.
Okay.
I know a few kids who literally take their cheese off their pizza and then put the pepperoni back on.
Oh, okay. That's odd. That's more odd than corn, I think. I like that Mike accidentally typed botch. He botched typing the word both. So that's a nice little double joke for me.
Botch.
We got a hit.
And I am not out of control. I'm pretty sure it's you who's out of control.
Nice hit there on sheet 1.
Can you see what I did?
What's that? Oh, throwing off the L in the forehead. Okay, I got one for you. What is the hobby that people least expect from you?
Curling.
Yeah? Oh, outside of curling.
Oh.
But yes, that's usually a pretty good answer.
Violin.
I was going to say violin for you.
Yeah, I play violin.
You played that for a long time.
Yeah, I've played violin for a solid 4 years.
Okay.
I'm in 2 orchestras now.
Two orchestras?
One at school and youth orchestras of Central Jersey.
Wow, that's awesome. Congratulations. Well earned. Great sweep over on sheet 1. They were going for the freeze there. The Grisbowski crew on the brooms was able to get that rock several more feet than it probably was going on its own.
The first time I tried to, okay, John, you can chill out.
Well, John wants to hit this really thin and take it over the top. Great sweep. Nice shot.
Oh, wow. Yeah. When I first tried out for the YOCJ, I didn't make it, but, like, normally the conductor there said normally it takes a solid 5 times to make it in there.
Okay.
I took 2.
Wow, that's amazing. Congratulations.
So I guess I was
That's a lot of dedication. So over on sheet 2, oh man, they just had their hammer flash. I feel like I've seen a couple of those hard luck flashes for Tully over on sheet 2. Probably would have, sometimes this whole game is just
I feel like,
Yeah.
for your question, I feel like I know that a cob would be more fresh, but I feel like a can is more sweeter.
Yeah, definitely.
And
Yeah,
I
there's
like
usually
sweeter.
sugar in that can in some capacity,
Yeah.
so sure. And
More sugary.
I'm with you on that too. If you're gonna bother putting corn on the pizza, you want that different, you want that extreme flavor profile.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's put some sweetness on there.
That answers your question, I hope.
I think so.
Okay.
So here in our 8th final in sheet 1, they were trying to get the same freeze. Weight was perfect. Just didn't quite curl.
Is this the 7th end? No, 3rd. 4th?
Fourth end, or 5th end.
5th.
Yeah, in both games. The result of sheet 2 was it was a rough flash with the yellow hammer, so that puts Team Springer, the red team, up 6 after 4 ends. But yes, both our games here in the 5th end. John just put his thumb up, so whatever weight they're initially thinking about, he's gonna go one level above that.
See? Confirmed with my mom. That's against you, Mike.
It's a California. I mean, I've definitely had corn on pizza, and I've been in restaurants where I've seen it
I
listed.
lived in California.
Yeah.
So, stop. And also, you don't need, and that's proof. You're welcome. Definitely proof.
Sheet 1, this would be a huge make for Team Trader.
Yeah.
John's throwing his first of 2 skip rocks. He does have hammer.
Oh, Mike.
Curl. It's only going to get the yellow.
I want to tell you something after we're done with
Okay.
this. It's something kind of weird.
Okay. Do you want to type it? You want to type it quietly here? Temporarily. There you go. I will not repeat what you type. The characters are coming in roughly 1 every 2 seconds, so. Oh, okay. Oh, I think I knew about that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
From the bus. Is that saying too much? Oh, I've already said it, but no. Correct? Yeah. People don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Exactly. Linda really needs to make this. She's hoping to just tap this yellow back just an inch here on sheet 1. With the red 8 steel team.
When I saw the name Mike, I'm like,
This
there's
looks
a guy named
really
Mike.
good if it can find the yellow. Oh, not quite.
When I saw the Mike on the thing, I'm
Yeah.
like, okay. That's a little...
So John's gonna go for the jugular here.
There's a pizza place all over California. I don't remember. I hardly remember. I don't even remember the name of the street I lived on. So, the only thing I remember about California is the house was pretty nice.
Okay.
There were a whole bunch of kids about my age.
Okay.
And we had cousins that lived pretty much around the block.
That's cool. That's a great setup.
Yeah, I loved it.
Hammer on sheet 1. If John gets his double, he would go up 7 again.
I'm just gonna,
Massive.
I'm just gonna do this.
Good shot. Taking 1 is plenty. Oh, that's funny. I mean, we could slide it and close that window too if you wanted. You want to jump in and get the window? Here, I'll turn your mic down. Oh wait, there's nobody in there. You can go in.
It's fine.
Okay.
The bathroom door of the men's keeps opening.
Yes, right next to us. Here, check on this. Let's see if we heard anything else from Brad here. There you go. Okay, cool. And then jump back here so we can talk about our Sheet 2 game. Thank you.
Sheet 2. One yellow?
Currently, 2 good center guards there.
What's going on, Reds?
Well, Red's up by a bunch in Sheet 2,
Yeah.
so they set the center guards to potentially steal. You don't want to set too many guards though, because you might let yellow back into the game.
So creepy.
Back on Sheet 1, nice hit for John. He takes his 1, goes back up by 4.
Stop. Oh, that's out.
That's fine though.
Yeah.
You're up. You know what? You're up by.
You're up by a whole
You're up by
bunch.
4.
And it's
Not
the
you don't-
fifth end.
Yeah, you don't want to put a guard up.
Yeah.
Somewhere maybe the side of the house is okay, but.
Yeah. This is actually pretty fun.
It is fun. Well,
My
and we
dad-
get to watch some. We get to watch some of the best teams of the weekend play in the finals here too.
My dad did it once at a curling club. I don't remember where, but he had fun. But he said this is like, I'll do this once since
Okay.
he had to drive a ways.
Okay.
So
You only did the one finals draw then.
yeah,
I like the commentary. The commentary's a blast.
yeah. And you don't always have to talk about curling.
No, well, and it depends. Some people love that, and
Like-
some people really don't enjoy it. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember one time it was like a mix of one person who hated commenting on like other stuff than curling,
Okay.
and then I know a guy that like loved doing it and
Yeah.
would make jokes the whole entire time. And
Well-
it was on a YouTube video,
Yeah.
and the guy was trying to tell the guy jokes, and the guy who hated it was like,
Just deadpan, just straight faced. So yeah, usually with a commentator duo, you'll have someone that runs play-by-play and keeps breaking into to review the action, and then you'll have a color commentator that just kind of gives stories and stuff.
"Okay, Danielle."
Would you want to name the podcast? What would be the theme of the podcast?
I
If
don't
you
know.
and I were to have a podcast, I'm putting it on you.
I feel like it would be like maybe a shared like name or something.
Okay.
Like a mixed name, like Mike and Kaylin. I don't know really.
Okay.
I don't really know how.
My
you
name
would
is
make-
John, but that's okay.
Oh. I called him Mike.
You know what? I would live under the pseudonym. I would just be Mike, just only under podcast terms.
Yeah. I feel like it would be John.
You got the number of letters correct, so I'll give it to you. Although I do spell it with a Y. I am M-Y-K-E. I love my Y joke.
This is easy. This is easy. It's
Well, tell them
definitely
the question
cat.
first. What was the question asked?
Oh, what is your favorite animal?
Yep. I thought we established bird, but all of a sudden the answer is cat.
I feel like
Man, we really swung that one.
it's a cat.
Okay. Matt Gallo likes the Mike and Kaylin. I think it'd be Kaylin and Mike.
Thank you for spelling my name correctly.
Yeah, you spelled my name wrong though, Matt. It's M-Y-K-E. So as we've established.
Yeah. Mike.
So we're on sheet 1. We're looking to tap this yellow back. Actually, we're looking to sit right in front of it.
Wait, what? Why are there a whole bunch? It was a smiley face and a heart.
Oh, people can delete their. Oh, I don't know. Is that what?
How would you mix the two names, John and Kaylin?
It would just be K John, K-A-Y, J-Y-H-N.
Yeah. Cajun.
Yeah, the Cajun podcast, and we would just spell it horrifically.
Oh, it ought to.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, totally. I totally believe that.
Great shot over on sheet 1. You see the rare uphill roll on that double. What a throw.
What's your favorite animal, Matt?
That's a good question. I don't know what Matt Gallo would answer for that.
Yeah. Favorite animal?
Man. Probably like a marsupial or something.
Well, you... What?
What
do you mean, fake news? Oh, are you saying that to Matt's thing?
I think so.
Then yeah,
yes.
that's... Yeah, totally fake news, Matt. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Yeah, that window is definitely open.
Yes. Sheet 1, Bill is trying to draw down and freeze on this back yellow. There's going to be a bit of a bump.
Back to sheet 2. 2 red. Wasn't the last time we checked on it, it was 2 yellow?
Oh, no, it was 2 red before.
Yeah.
Or no, it was 1 yellow off to the side on sheet 2, but it looks like some stuff moved around there.
Yeah.
Over on sheet 1, John's just going to play the defense here. He's up by a bunch, so he doesn't want to leave that guard as protection for his opponent to steal some rocks. Skates behind the back line. It's always a good habit for John's not a new skip, but for new skips, I always recommend that you try to get yourself behind the back line, because I don't care who you are, you can't memorize the exact locations of rocks behind you.
Johnny.
So you want them to be in front of you. What's my favorite superhero? Yeah, and why is it not Thor? Since we established it's hot, who's my favorite superhero?
You're so hot.
Mike, probably the... Oh
Please
no,
let it
I don't
be-
remember the artist, but...
I also love Spider-Man.
Really,
I feel like if I was in Spider-Man, I would really want to be his girlfriend.
Okay. Well, and there's so many different versions of Spider-Man, too.
Yeah.
There's some female Spider-Mans.
Female?
Yeah, Spider-Man operates in a huge universe of like a million different multiverse Spider-Mans. It's a good... Mike, who was the... you're going to know the answer to this as a comics guy, and I've only read some. But the guy that, like, I don't know, 10 years ago with the Hawkeye comics, they had like an entire issue where there was no word balloons at all, and it was like just about a pizza dog or something. But that version of Hawkeye,
dog.
who's just always kind of down in his luck and just always like kind of beat up, kind of having the MacGyver stuff.
Have you watched Guardians of the Galaxy?
I've seen most of them, I believe.
Have you watched the new one?
I don't know. I'm so bad at catching up on everything. Yeah. So they did clear the guard over on sheet 1.
Oh yeah. What's your favorite animal, Danielle? Oh, I think I might. Is it a dog?
So over on sheet 1, Hugh Gordon is being asked to put Red Rock over on the opposite 8 foot, hopefully at the top.
Mr. Gallo. What's your favorite animal?
Trying to sit to but prevent to limit the double. In some situations it would be great to go top 4, but when you're sitting open and you're down by 4, not the best spot. We'll see what happens here.
I want to do this again.
The commentating?
Yeah, it's fun.
We are using our new microphones, so.
Yeah.
Mantis shrimp.
Oh, otters are so cute. I love otters so much.
Yellow 7's underway here from John. I guess it fell out on that line. John throwing up the look of a little bit of being perplexed. I think he was expecting that he was dead on and would hit a good solid quarter of that high red.
Mike, why did
these lines have been falling out there here late in the season, though.
Mike, why did you need to know my favorite cheese?
Mike's.
That's suspicious.
That's just good conversational tactic. He's engaging you and drawing out specifics.
Did you mean turtles?
Yeah, there's the famous meme, though, of the kid that says I like turtles. Can you go back here for me?
Yeah.
Just want to see what this sheet's doing here. Looks like we had another steal here in the 5th on sheet 2. Team Springer up 7-0.
7-0?
Yeah.
Those people need to get they need to hurry up.
I imagine both teams might agree with you on that sentiment.
I like turtles, but
Linda was trying to take that yellow out. I think it overcurled on them just a touch. She wanted the inside roll.
Do you know who Ashton is?
I don't. Is that an answer that you know, or are you asking me who Ashton in YouTube is?
No, yeah, and there's an Ashton in YouTube.
Oh, no, I don't think I do. Maybe
do you know Salish Matter?
I don't think so. I don't think I know some of the
Nadal Wonder.
Why are these all people that are talking?
No,
okay.
No. I would love it if that actually happened. Bro, that would be so cool.
Are these your friends?
No.
Oh, okay.
They're YouTubers.
Gotcha.
Though.
Oh, gotcha.
Why I asked this is because there's an Ashton right here.
Oh. Nice hit from John here. He's going to get a little bit of an outside roll. Nice roll, too. Kind of sets a jam up. Linda wants to catch the inside of this.
Platypus. He spelled it wrong both times. Are you sure that a platypus is a mammal since it lays eggs and mammals don't lay eggs?
Mike, I didn't know that about the platypus's stinger is only intended for other platypuses. I'm just going to fill Mike in that we are, my commentary partner is currently researching facts about platypuses being a mammal or not. Love it. What's the answer? Read this aloud.
A platypus is a monotrim, one of nature's oddballs that bridge the evolutionary gap between mammals and reptiles.
Yep. And this?
A platypus, sometimes referred to as the duck-billed platypus, is a semi-aquatic egg-laying mammal endemic to eastern Australia, including Tasmania.
Nice job. Great job.
Lifespan is 17 years in captivity.
That's pretty good.
Term for young.
Oh, look at this.
Platypup.
The term for a group of platypuses is
Paddle.
a paddle.
And the term for young is platypup or pungle.
Those are great. Platypus or puggle. I think I've learned some. We've all learned some platypus knowledge today. Over on sheet 1, Linda was unsuccessful with the inside roll, but she was able to move that yellow out, taking one, cutting the yellow lead to 3 after 6
Have you watched the ones that it's like a kid show, Perry the Platypus?
Yes.
Yeah.
You just made a sound. Did you just make a beaver sound when you looked at a beaver?
No, they're so cute.
I know. That was an adorable little sound. We're enamored by the sight of a beaver and a wombat and echidna. Oh, no worries, Mike, at all. Can you check this for me? I'll check here. All right, so let me fill in the sheet 2.
Watch.
Looks like we have some center guards here.
I'm leaving in 5 minutes.
Okay. That's more time than we expected, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, about like an hour at least.
Yeah.
So sheet 2, yellow is looking for some late magic, trying to generate some points here. I'd say if they could take 3 in this end, you know, they're still right there in it. Chris is going to try to prevent that. Chris sets up a great guard on his red here.
If someone calls my German teacher,
yeah,
she always says, "Hello, hello."
What's that mean in German?
No, it's not even German.
She just says that?
Yep.
I love that fact.
Ew. No, I do not.
What?
I do not like salami.
Okay. Do you like any of the cured meats?
Yeah.
Yeah, what cured meats are you a fan of? I like a peppered salami.
Plainfield platypus. I like that. I like that.
Nice draw over on sheet 1 behind cover.
Good job, Mike. You split. You. What did I just say? Split?
Split? Oh.
You just
Explained?
spelled. You just spelled. You spelled platypus correctly. Good job.
Mike's nothing if not rigorous.
Yeah. What? Who's Bobby?
Nice sweep over on sheet 1.
Who's Bobby?
Where?
Hell no.
Can you jump us back to here? I want to see
Yeah.
how this sheet's going. Another nice
Sheet 2.
another nice guard here on sheet 2 by Team Springer. That is complicating the matter for yellow to take a couple here. That's for sure. Yeah.
I mean,
Doesn't
they
get
could
a
hit.
big
Yeah,
claw.
what he's calling.
Yeah, he's got to do the long run back at this point. It's not many other options. Oh, you could start attacking the reds and trying to clear those guards off.
Yeah.
But you do need points, so you kind of want the guards up. Over on sheet 1. Nice rock.
I do not like salami at all.
Okay. John was considering running this guard off on sheet 1 earlier with the previous rock, elected to come into the house.
John.
So he's going to go ahead and clear it off now, though. Just tuned in for the cheese commentary. I believe that.
Cheesy cheese.
John's rock on sheet 1 is away. They're trying to clear this guard off. Good
Thank
shot.
you, Mike.
Nice roll.
Mike said that this is the best use of my time in months.
And Mike's a well-hobbied man, too, so that's high praise from him.
Yeah.
Over on sheet 1, John was able to ask Hager to clear off that center guard.
Yeah.
Called and made. Linda would like to ask Bill to go ahead and put that back. She needs to generate some points here.
Yeah.
To tie this game up, down 3 in here in the 7th without hammer. Sheet 2, it looks like yellow was able to clear one of the guards protecting shot rock.
Lots of guards on sheet 2.
Yeah. And that's another nice guard. That's pretty great.
I feel like there's too many guards.
I mean, you're pretty happy if you're red on sheet 2.
I feel like it would be funny if a yellow would hop here, and then a yellow would hop here.
Okay.
And then it would be a red, yellow, red, yellow.
Yeah, it would.
And then it turns.
Over on sheet 1, they're looking to clear the last guard set by Bill here. Looks pretty great. There's a double. Great shot. Oh, collective ooh from the crowd here in the warm room. Nice rock.
I am a rock star, thanks. You should have came here Friday, and she heard me sing that.
She does love rock and roll, as we've established.
Yeah, I love rock and roll.
She doesn't have any dimes on her, though.
What?
I believe that's the next lyric in the song. You're supposed to put a dime in a jukebox. I don't know.
Rock and roll, so put another dime in the jukebox.
Yeah, don't keep singing though. You'll get us banned by YouTube.
Yeah.
We'll get demonetized.
Yeah.
No, we don't make any money in this channel. A couple years ago when we had the live band playing, it actually banned several of our videos that night. The YouTube profiling correctly established that there was live music being played. I think over on sheet 1, I think we're going for. Are we going for a yellow red? Oh, we're just drawing under.
And now
it's not bad.
Red, yellow, kind of.
Oh, over on sheet 2. Yeah, yellow's running out of options here on sheet 2.
Yeah, like there's too much.
I think the call here in sheet 2 is probably that Chris is setting a center guard on the opposite side. Either center is fine, so.
Someone found the pigs.
I have noticed that that the pigs arrive on my keyboards. I don't know if you know anything about that over the course of the season.
What?
Do you know anything about that? I would usually come in on Mondays or Tuesdays, and there would be the little plastic pigs would be all over the streaming keyboards.
Yeah,
is that just happenstance?
I know. So you know Danielle kids, Nora and Ben?
Yeah, sure.
Ben loves the pigs.
Oh, okay.
And he literally puts them everywhere. Everywhere. I should not have told him about them. My bad.
No, I'm glad people get entertained by everything.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Danielle. I noticed it. They put them in a lot of different spots.
No, it's my bad. I literally told them.
Not bad at all.
I literally told them that there's pigs.
Yeah.
Do you know who brought them in for the first time?
Was it your dad? Your dad bought 100 of them?
No.
Was it Scott?
Yeah, it was Scott.
Oh, nice.
It was Scott.
I remember it was a big secret for a while. Here on sheet 1, oh, this looks pretty nice.
The secret kind of bombed.
Maybe not quite the angle they wanted, but it did change it up a bit. If they're going to throw the hit, it might be a line they haven't had to throw before. And this could jam on the back yellow. A shot. Yellow continues its mission on sheet 2 here to clear some of these red guards that Team Springer continues to put up relentlessly. I do love the gold jacket. Look at that.
Woo!
Great shot. Clearing off. Wow. That was terrific. Wow. Cleared one of the guards, rolled the shooter out of the way, and ran one of the rocks in the house out. Well done. We got a nice looking shot here as well.
On sheet 1.
Hugh did accidentally kick that rock. That'll be adjusted. That's fine. It's not going to come into play this end. There we go. Great rock. Really good result for yellow on sheet 1 there.
Isn't Mission Incognito the whole entire team? Yeah.
Not sure.
Well, I gotta go.
Well, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing the commentary, Mike, and have a wonderful rest of the day.
Bye, team.
Goodbye. I got you. Thank you. Thanks for all you do, man. We'll remain on mic with the rest of you here. I hope that was entertaining. I think it was. Pretty good crowd interaction. Caitlin is very excited to have her first time on the mic. More of a partial guard here from Chris. I like Chris's little back and forth head shake reaction, kind of denoting the same result of, oh, it's okay, it's not bad, it's not great, I like it, it's okay. I mean, when you're up 7 and you set a half guard, that's fine. Definitely makes this shot harder for y'all over on sheet 2. John's going to look to take out this red rock in the back 8 foot over on sheet 1. Can't score what's not there. If red was to happen to make a steal here. So if John can remove this rock, he'll be sitting, depending on what happens to the shooter, 2, maybe 3. Not really sure which one of those rocks that's in the extreme 12 foot is currently sitting 4th or 3rd. So hit attempt here on sheet 1. Heavy draw looks like here on sheet 2. Oh, we gonna see a jam on 1? John, I'm gonna acknowledge your double restraint there. You didn't finish that. You didn't finish that expletive, and you didn't slam the broom. I see you, kudos. And we've got handshakes over on sheet 2. Congratulations to Team Springer. Team Springer wins our 3rd event. Again, that team is Paul Magna at vice, Christine Magna at 2nd, and Alan Lee at lead. Well done. They played really well last night as well. Oh, they played well this morning, and they played well last night in the games that I saw. Congratulations to Team Tully, our runner-up here in the 3rd event, for having a wonderful weekend and run of games. Brian and Elizabeth Tully, Brian Walker, Christine Williams, Katia Kachali. Out of Nutmeg, that's Team Tim Curry. They'll be receiving a custom Rocky Horror Picture Sow set of pins for the runner-ups. They look pretty sharp. If you look up at the camera, you can get your shot too. That's okay. So we're gonna have Hammer here on sheet 1. Sorry, I got a little distracted from the trying to help the photography on sheet 2. Hey, they followed the lead. They got a nice little up-looking photo. They'll enjoy watching that on YouTube. For sheet 1. Team Pexi with the Red Rock is currently sitting in position to steal 1. I think John's going to try to draw down to it. The only thing you can't be here is narrow, because you're going to throw roughly the weight that would pop either of those Red Rocks in the top 12 in by accident. Doesn't look like narrow. Doesn't look like narrow to me. I also heard it has plenty. Even if you give up 1 here, it's not the worst. You're still going to be up by 2. Back house. Line. Uh-oh. All right, so we're going to see a steal of 1 here in the 7th end. Go ahead and end our 3rd event stream here.